Hmm?
You want me to come to the door or leave it open? Want me to come to the door or leave it open?
championship game, the original conference championship game with a long history of classic moments and legendary performances. Welcome, folks, to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on last year's national champions, the Old Dominion Monarchs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Street. Let's get this thing underway. They open the conference championship game with a pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Morris. And that game moves the ball across midfield. First down coming up from the 46. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. We'll hand it off. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that right play.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Play action fake. Looking to throw. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
This is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Nice catch by the receiver along the sideline. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Setting the tone early for how about the execution? Opening drive of a conference championship. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He brings it down, but he makes the 3-yard line. That's a solid gain. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. That's an important first down on that running play. To throw, it's Van Buren. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out the space.
They test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today. Wideouts now Foster. Quarterback looking to throw it on second. He escapes the pocket. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. We come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. This pass the marker is still going. And they convert on third down. Move the ball to the 36.
Man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You think you've got them right where you want them on third and long, and you give up a run play for a first down. The offense makes you pay for assuming the pass and bailing out too quick in coverage.
Just leave him. Just leave him.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set at second and 13. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. We're going to scramble now. That's enough to move the sticks. First down now from the 23.
Oh, man, this is a tough play for this defense. They have the offense right where they want them on third down. They get the pressure, but they don't account for the quarterback and his ability to scramble and create. Picks up a first down to keep this drive alive.
The Salt were able to bring him down quickly.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving his back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Critical moment in this conference championship. 10th play of the drive. Third down and short. And now a carry here for the fullback. Back to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Monarchs. Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive...
Everybody get hurt. Playoffs, man. What are you doing? Playoffs, man. Playoff football, man. Oh, true.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 39. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. QB decides to keep it here. He's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity to take a shot here.
Levi.
Here's second down. It's a quarterback's
Bitch.
tackle behind the
You didn't know that was coming? Good chance.
Give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes
Did you
in the
know
right
that was coming?
position, playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight. Couldn't find anywhere to go there. The option. Yeah, that's great assignment football by the defense.
Good defense. That's how you play defense. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
Well, they can't down it there. It bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A fun conference championship battle in the early going. Deadlocked at the end of the first. Let's check out the stats real quick. And as we move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. To the air, it's Smith. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact.
Get out.
And as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Short back and easy.
Levi.
Defense wraps him up after the
Larry, come put him in bed.
short of a first down. So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. And they pick up the first on the ground.
Put him in bed and close the door. You spill all your beans?
Love the toughness from this offense here on third down and short. Being able to get behind a big physical offensive line. They get a hat on a hat, get enough of a push, and the back is able to get behind there and find just enough real estate to pick up the first down.
He flips it to the back across the middle. Tackle is made, and it's good for a first down at the 47. The running back sneaks out there. He is
I hope you clean it tomorrow.
for this defense in the passing game.
Man, it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back
All
like
right.
this and catch the ball like a receiver. It's something you work on all week, and you know about it, you're aware of it, but it's one thing to be aware of it, and another thing to go out and execute it and try to stay within the man coverage. Very tough to do.
The offensive coordinator bringing in some more blockers on the field. It's the full house. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of
Get
scrimmage.
him the fuck out of here. Why is he the running back up?
But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
It's incomplete.
Why is he the running back up?
Doesn't convert on third down this time.
Yeah, these guys aren't able to hook up here on this third down, but you got to give a shout-out to the defense for making it hard to convert here. They've been great on third down all year. And it's a rare miss and a good job by this defense.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down.
Shit.
And it falls incomplete. A turnover on down. Big play for this defense.
Oh, my gosh. A drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was
Just
perfect. The
drop.
execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Nice grab. It's Barber. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? He'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground.
What?
Tough running there.
How you do that?
Not quite enough for a first down.
Good job, nigga.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. There's a throw underneath the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. Let's see what he can do after the catch.
And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And now the running back's rallied again. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. The pocket breaking down.
That field goal, bitch. That field goal, bitch.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but
Second.
it's a nice job by the
Refer.
quarterback. I know it didn't
There's
pan
that
out,
second.
but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over.
Kick that field goal, bitch. Fucking defense right there, man. Fuck what you call defense. That's how you play defense, baby.
So the first play of the drive coming up here.
Two
Under
big
3 minutes
stops.
to play before half.
Who is this running back? Gotta tell me. What's my running backs? Jesus Christ.
Handoff from the shotgun. As the first down is still going.
I always wishing I was playing running back, bitch.
Every now and then we see a really good
I'm
run.
hurt.
We tend to focus
Damn,
on what
man.
other
Play
people
football.
did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Dropping back. It's Smith. On the move now. Trying to create here on the move.
Pass interference. Pass interference. Pass interference. Pass interference. Thank you. Thank you. Tackle.
Defender flag
Tackle.
being a little too aggressive. 15-yard penalty
Tackle,
benefiting
bro.
the offense. So the offense comes up now in first down thanks to that costly penalty. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. Second down after that run on the previous play. And he drops back in the gun. Looking to scramble. Going to try to use his legs here. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. Browns are in the red zone. They'll have to throw it here on second down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
This play takes a little bit of time to develop. The quarterback shows outstanding patience here before he makes that throw.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Out of the gun now on third down. By the receiver. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. First and goal, an opportunity to take the lead before halftime. Hands off to the fullback. Runs all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Old Dominion.
Chris, you don't see it often, but how much do I love seeing that fullback get a touchdown. He blocks all the time. They rarely give him a chance to get his hands on the ball, and when he does, he's rewarded with 6 points.
So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quick completion to the tight end. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Second down, looking to throw it. Pass rush closing in. Dumps it down his back. Caught. A timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
As quarterbacks, when you see man-to-man coverage, before the ball's even snapped, you're looking for a matchup you want to exploit and take advantage of. This time, he waits for the back to find that matchup with the linebacker, makes the throw, and picks up the first down.
They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The completion sets up a second down play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Catch is made down the middle. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route with him. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
He hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Man, where's the scouting report for this defense? You knew coming into this game this tight end was capable. That's his 5th catch in this first half.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Trying to get the throw off. He'll just throw it away to avoid the sack.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job of taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looking to the end zone.
Fuck.
Touchdown.
Chris, that's his second touchdown.
He's right there in the zone.
Talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in it.
Extra point is good, so the lead is 17-14. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff will see the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here's the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Great pressure. Catch made on the right side. It's a big game. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes him pay for it.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Caught by the receiver. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. First down here for this offense. Looking to throw. It's Smith. He's got a man down the middle.
Good check.
Time for just one or two plays here before.
And I hate how fans are forgetful. And this is why I exist, because I'm not going to do the dick ride shit. I'm going to always remind you things you don't want to get. For everybody jumping on this train, okay, Ncaa, I get it. You got to act with Kodak. But let's not forget that Kodak been in jail, in prison, more than every rapper we're talking about. Let's talk about him. Come on. Keep it the
big fullback here. Gain of 2 yards.
You
Now
was a
it's
nigga that
second down
said,
and 8.
this fucktard can't stay out of jail. Now, we're over here criticizing him. Look how he did jail. Isn't that
Digger walked into the Fuji's final studio session for the school. The album that went on to sell 8.
Offense comes up second and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play.
That was 19.
The big fullback's got it here. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
One thing about the college game is everybody likes to run a version of the spread. But there's still an opportunity every once in a while for the old fullback to get in there and show you what he can do. It reminds you on that play right there.
And rolls out. Wow, that's a big game for
And I love this play call. And I'll tell you what, I didn't know he had this kind of speed. I think he can get you 2 yards, 3 yards in short yardage situations. But you give him some room. I didn't know he could get out and pick up those kind of yards.
Don't figure it out. Really, she was singing and
second down after that run on the previous play.
But her mind was already somewhere else. See, she wasn't studying the win.
The runner here, the fullback gets the steer. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Moves out of the pocket. On the run here. Let's it go. It's incomplete. The defense rises up and gets the stop against this very efficient third down offense.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what they're doing.
That's the question. That is enough for a first down. They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. First down to the 30.
She was sitting
And the Monarchs are moving quickly down the field. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. The defense has got it. Getting brought down. Nice play to make the recovery, but he's still short of first down yardage.
She said
That is tough for the ball carrier
because she
because
couldn't do it. Because she was already writing rhymes in the
Up a second. The coach has called timeout. He may use a challenge here to have the officials take another look at that one.
Differential equations. So she walked away from MIT and walked toward a New York cipher called The Outsiders. And you know who else was in that cipher? A young man from Detroit named Eminem. Before the world had learned his name.
So it turns out that was a smart move by the head coach using the challenge, and the officials overturned the previous ruling on that play. Second down play coming up. The shotgun running play call. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of the play.
My
gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
And the fullback gets in on the action with the carry. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it into short of a first down.
She just wrapped the Otis. Just did.
The Monarchs will look to convert here on fourth down. Needs a completion here on fourth down. They'll try a pass here. He's picked up. It across his body. He paid the price. He can go. He's past the 30. The 10. Touchdown. Georgia. And the defense joins the scoring party now.
An aggressive approach by this offense backfires. The defense not moving at all. Good job of stepping in front of this throw, and they take it back for a touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. The kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And the Old Dominion offense is back out on the field now. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. And the first play of the drive now. Back to throw. It's Smith. Looks like he finds his target there. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets him a few yards closer to the marker. That completion makes it second and medium. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
By 2000, she was ready to say everything she had been hoping. She called that album
The Monarchs will look to convert here on fourth down. Trying for a fourth down completion.
That was a full statement.
Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain. Getting closer to midfield now.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. The quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Give me your most serious threat.
The Monarchs getting set on first and 10.
Genuinely did not think we were going to see that from a major
Receiver in motion now. And looking to throw now on first down.
No team shoot. No
Receiver to get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. And the Monarchs hustle to the line to break up the tempo.
Back when those still meant something.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Makes the grab. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from the first down. Third down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. Trying to muscle for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game next before we move on.
Yeah, big fact.
Successful promises that were made after the murder of George Floyd at the hands
1
of
quarter to
police.
go. Let's see
And
if this
what did he
sets
do?
up
Yes,
as a classic finish.
When I said you are trying to co-opt our work, he had a
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Looking to pass. It's Van Buren. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
He's guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
They get him on the ground finally.
Let me jump in for a second because I want to give you some context. Again,
This could be a dramatic finish.
looking on your screen right now with the
touchdown, first and 10.
fluorescent.
On the ground.
Let's
Running
get
back has the handoff.
Lefty Armstrong.
2-yard line. Excellent run.
He's one of the co-founders.
Hey, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first
If
down.
memory serves me correctly, is the Hudson
Here's the handoff on first and
Gino
goal.
Jennings. Best speed
Into the end zone.
Gino Jennings. Luckily,
Here they just rely
She's
on the
talking
big
about
boys up front
Ryan.
to get a good push and some tough yards to put 6 points up on the board.
in D.C., at a press conference declaring it's over. That's the context, and that's very upsetting. Get it right now.
Question is that the actual performance didn't just happen.
But the boycott
And the
also
powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. First down, looking to throw the ball.
Freedom.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
The targets, remember, the was lead drops January 24th. January 25th, in the turn, her organization calls for target to put DEI back in place, or they were going to launch their boycott on February 1st. On January 29th, he posted on Instagram about your news conference and launching the boycott on February 1st. And then, of course, you had local folks who were on the ground. You had pastors and churches, and then, of course, you had the contingent in Washington, D.C., those protesting every week outside of Target. So it wasn't.
And we are the ones who live in the place where Target is headquartered.
If
any of these people had the power to call and sustain a boycott, then they could have done it in their cities. When you have places like Walmart, Amazon, many other companies that rolled back DEI, and all these people were silent. In our town, when things happen, guess what? We're boots on the ground right away. We don't have to be online for a boycott because Target is headquartered here in Minneapolis. So that is what gives us the advantage in this conversation.
But if
This is a hometown company that made a specific pledge in the aftermath of George Floyd being killed, and the people who stood up and fought for George Floyd were the ones who declared that this boycott would happen. So let's not get it twisted and bring in everybody and their grandma.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hand.
After the first play, they're very close to midfield already.
That's why Jamal had to go to Washington, D.C. to call this person because they're not welcome in Minnesota after their actions.
Looking to throw it on first down.
People in Minnesota.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback. It comes up with a big sack for the D.
See if the offense can overcome that sack. Second and long. Movement here from the tight end. Out of the shotgun, he moves it off.
First page is going to the paint
It's a
thing.
loss of 2.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the
I got my
defense.
first
It was
call.
almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down.
One of my favorite people in the world, Dana with the data. Good evening, Dana.
To the running back. Let's go to some room to the 25. Big game.
Screen play?
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen right here by this offense. They let the rusher get downfield, completely oblivious that the blockers are getting out in front and getting downfield. Put the ball right on the back, let him have all that space and an escort in front of him to pick up big yards.
It's a bunch formation.
And so I just recorded my segment on this Target thing, and I always come with some facts.
We're going to pass here on
Giving
second
agents
down.
pledge back in
And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time. So a crucial third down play. Trail, you know, can really be
fourth.
The player was down injured after that last play. He's taking timeout while they check him out. So on fourth down, out tries the place kick in a very big spot here. He knocks it through with confidence. Regained the lead.
Well, you talk about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the fourth.
Specifically for the only HBCU design school in
And the Monarchs offense is back out on the field now. Passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see the defense can make adjustments. Here comes the bunch formation. Scanning the field. It's been buried. Comes a short goal down to the running back. It was down the receiver, but that's a nice game right there. Offense getting set. Second down play here. From the shotgun. And they try the middle, but
I appreciate all the details from the data and
That's an
of
excellent
your
effort
channel.
here by this
Real
defense to
data for
stay
you.
in their run phase. They're holding their own at the line and making the
Okay,
tackle.
so
The offense
now,
just couldn't get enough of a push to get
very
anything
deep
going there.
on this thing.
they bring him down at the 45 and a solid game to keep this
She's
drive going.
talking to him, talking
Sometimes
with
I
him.
almost
She
get
was all set that he
mesmerized
played.
watching these runners who have
It was like
great
10 minutes
vision.
of
You know, the eyes
I am
that carry their
for
feet to
bringing
the open space,
I mean, it
making
really gets
people
intense.
miss.
I
I
like
just
to more
love
that,
watching
but
those guys do work.
okay, so in your opinion,
The throw
is this
complete to the
over
running back underneath.
after Jamal
Receiver
Wright?
brought
He
down
became
after a
basically
short pitch and catch.
practice developing a whole lot of so he really
That completion makes it
Yes.
second and medium. The back's got it. He finds some space. They get him down, but not before he gets to plus 38.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
First down, and the throw the football. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
The Monarchs will line up on 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. Tackled down at the 3-yard line after an excellent run.
take it serious. I hate to say it like that. Okay, so we'll play a little bit more football game. Then I'm going to play Tamika Mallory. She's talking as well.
It's 1st and goal. Can they punch it in and take the lead? Muscle toughness on the ground. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
I think unpaid to the end of the organization. And Tamika does give out some extra.
Defense
She does
clearly setting up to stuff the run here.
So now this will be a
Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it right.
you can't get that to make a problem. Saying that
They jump on top now here in the 4th.
I agree. Everything she said about Tamika, Nina, and Jamal Bryant, I agree. But she needs to improve her skills enough because she protects and fights for illegals to Minnesota. When she
The offense begins this drive back to the own goal line, set up at the 3. Running back with the football. He's free around the 15. He spins free. He's into the clear. Across the 40. At the 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown and Bulldogs. He would not.
Wow.
They couldn't get him to the ground.
Wow.
Just a great job.
Wow.
Jamal Bryant getting all that shine.
Wow.
All of them they're liars. And again,
Wow.
that boycott was nothing but a grip because
That's bullshit.
they're committed
That is such
to
bullshit.
the end of 2025.
They made them do
And
that.
like you said, people are not going to stop. Right? It's just like live chapter. Yeah. full babysit. Trevor's not like, oh,
The conference
it's in this.
championship is at stake. Can the offense
Yeah,
step
so
up here in the final
you know,
minutes? Quarterback making some changes at the line. Toss play to the outside. Running through the tackle. Tried to bounce it, but couldn't get the quarter to stop him for a loss. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. And makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play for a first down.
Well, Chris, just like this in the fourth quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get first downs and out of bounds. That's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
Defense is coming after him. Mark with the throw. He's taken down with a huge play at this stage of the game. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout.
I so appreciate you.
It's going to be very important here in the final minutes. To throw, it's been Buren.
Neighbor.
To give the running back a touchdown. This game, catch made over the middle. And the offense calls time now with 29 seconds remaining.
Well, this is the risk you take when you play man-to-man coverage and you leave a linebacker on a running back. The quarterback does a nice job of seeing that mismatch and getting the ball in the back for some good yards.
The conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? Goes to his right side for the completion. Timeout taken by the offense now. 23 seconds on the clock. Now one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. They need to convert. He'll drop back. Fires it to the right. This is intercepted.
Down late in the game
Wow.
like this, that's a throw.
Wow.
I
hate this team, man.
Obviously, a high-scoring game, Chris. They just couldn't match the other guys score for score, and they come up short.
Yeah, Chris, I think we knew coming into this one there'd be a lot of points scored. It would likely be a back-and-forth type of football game, and it certainly did disappoint. Ultimately, that defense just couldn't get the stops that they needed.
And that's going to wrap it up for Kirk Street. I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
No, folks, I'm not giving Fat Joe a pass. Fat Joe is admitting to lying again, so we have to respect the fact that he's sick. Somebody sent me a clip about Fat Joe. I'll put once. Enough's enough, all right? All right, hang on. Got a bunch of notes here.
Thank God I'm leaving this team. Bitch ass team, dog. God, I'm leaving this shit.
Target boycott, okay? She's upset. I don't want to take the show for real this year, okay? We've been polling, then we get back to
I'm out of here,
area
bro.
code 704. Good evening. Please watch the language.
Hey,
Are you
what
there?
happened?
704.
Hey,
Hey,
I love you.
hey, what's this?
I love you so much that you allow me to voice my opinion. You know, actually,
Can you come closer? Can you come closer? Baby, come closer to the phone. You're on an African headset. Only hear you.
Yeah. I'm on my business phone. I'm a Terror Squad member,
Let's go.
but I love to hear your perspective.
Yeah, thank God I'm not in the bowl game, dog.
Well,
Team
I
is, oh shit, I'm still in it.
I want you to elaborate for the people the truth.
think it's a
Let them know.
okay.
Oh no,
I
I
think
might get
it's a good
kicked out.
matchup. If we have to go back to Rockefeller, founded in 1994, okay? Terror Squad,
Okay, I can say
Terror
it's
Squad
not
founded in
coaching.
1998. Terror Squad had a shorter run. But hold on a minute. I'm trying to respond to what you said. Terror Squad had a shorter run. However, if we're talking to New York Tri-State, they were given favoritism. Terror Squad. I know this for a fact. Having worked at Club 97. They had that
God, I
whole
still made the
Puerto Rican
playoffs.
connection in the afternoon with the half Puerto Rican in.
How did I still make the
Are
playoffs?
you Latino? Let's speak.
No,
I
I am
could
not
have made the
Latino,
playoffs.
but
I
I
made the
am the
playoffs.
reason, right? I am the reason. I'm from
Wow, I still made the
Southwest
playoffs.
South Carolina, Georgetown.
Unbelievable,
Well,
bro.
but I am a Charlotte team.
Wow.
So I am with Terror Squad.
Okay.
And that's the truth. I'm with Terror Squad. And
Oh, I have to take the job offer now.
we are the original people. And that's why I always...
Damn, I have to take the job offer now.
I'm going to separate like this. We're
I'm
part
gone.
of the original people. So everything you go through, or another coach, or people who want to call themselves where they want to call themselves, I have no issue. I'm non-denomination. You call yourself an ant if you want to. But if you down, you down. We fighting the same fight.
Damn, I'm
Baby,
going
you
to
say
go
you're
to
from South
openings.
Carolina and you're riding with Terror Squad? To be clear.
I can go to Army.
I was born in the house. I'm 53 years old. I look like a little girl. I look like a teenager.
53 or 63?
I'm born from...
Baby, take it easy. Take it easy. 53 or 63?
53.
5, okay.
But I've been here, listen, I ain't even seen the year 3000, but that's neither here nor there. This is what I'm just trying to say.
Give her a second, Troll, baby. She's off of that gold passion, that Alizé gold passion. Give her a second. Go ahead, baby.
And my granddaughter's name is Alizé.
Hey.
I have a granddaughter named Alizé. My granddaughter's name is Alizé. Anaya Alizé. Oh, right. I'm sorry.
No. Yeah. Baby, stay with me. It's early now. You said Terror Squad original people? Elaborate.
Yeah.
I'm confused.
When I say Terror Squad, that means we stand for the squad. We stand on one.
Okay.
My mama did not say we was African. I told my mama that I thought my grandmama told her, because I went to Nigeria. So I came from Nigeria. I told my mom that my grandma said she was from Nigeria, and she said, you telling a damn lie. So, you know what I'm saying? But you put a goddamn knee on my neck. So I had to bow down. Misunderstanding. Because I've been somewhere.
Now listen, baby, I gotta go now. You born and raised in South Carolina? You're born and raised in South Carolina?
Yeah, Plainfield.
Okay.
On Route 1.
Angie Stone is from what part in South Carolina? God rest the dead. Angie Stone.
Amen. Hallelujah. I love you, son.
Well, baby, I asked you a question. Angie Stone from South Carolina. Where?
I have no idea. I'm not.
Columbia, baby, Columbia. Listen, I'm gonna let you get back to what you're doing. You're not driving, are you? Baby,
My birth certificate. I got.
baby, you're not driving, are you? Hello.
No.
Okay.
I'm at home loving you.
Oh, thank you, baby. Have a good night. Have a good night, baby.
Good night. Sweet dreams.
All right. I got time for the bullshit today.
Damn it.
Anybody ever had old school Alizé
How do I get Army?
gold passion? Oh, that was a hell of a flow. Back. Hold on a second. Hey, thank you for your donations. I'm going to try and get them all on the screen. Whew. Anybody seen the documentary, The Perfect Neighbor? Holy smokes. Perfect Neighbor. I'm going to come back to the Target boycott in a second. I just want to play something else here. Give some context as to what we're going to be talking about tonight. I mentioned Fat Joe. I still got smoke for Fat Joe because, you know, the lies, you know. But he's been admitting to the lies. This came out yesterday, pardon me. You guys have to speed. See, when somebody admits to lying, we have to give them some type of credit. He's admitting to being a cat master. Here's Fat Joe.
Some of the biggest names in hip-hop are helping attorneys fight a Texas death penalty case where prosecutors used the defendant's own music lyrics during his sentencing. In 2009, the defendant, James Rodnax, who was black, was convicted for the 2008 murders and robbery of two white men in Garland, Texas. Rodnax was sentenced to death instead of life without parole by an all-white jury. A major factor in his sentencing was 40 pages of his own handwritten rap lyrics, which some say is unconstitutional. Some argue this is a violation of free speech and creative expression. Now, Brodnax's lawyers are asking the U.S. Supreme Court to halt his execution, which is scheduled for April 30th, and rehear the case. Grammy-nominated rapper Fat Joe is one of the artists lending his voice to fight the execution next month. He joins us now. Fat Joe, thank you so much for joining us. Tell us about how you learned about this case and what made you want to sign on to this petition with people like Killer Mike, T.I., Young Thug, and Nori.
Thanks for having me on. Good morning. I just happen to know that hip-hop music comes from a place of creativity and imagination. And there's no way on earth that the stuff that we write is actually real. So it's no different than you watching a movie or you reading a book or whatever. So to see somebody go to trial with the lyrics they use on songs that they came up from their imagination to be used against them, it's a crime in itself. And so we have to definitely take care of our freedom of speech, our freedom of expression, our freedom of imagination, our freedom of...
You know, Fat Joe, hearing you say that just made me think of murder mystery writers. You know, that they can write the most extreme scenarios, but it's fiction.
And you've also admitted to lying in what, 95% of your rap lyrics because of that creativity.
Lies, I was just being creative. And whatever, see, the music talks to you. It's hard for someone who doesn't make music to understand this, but when you play the beats tell you what to write. Sometimes it's happy stuff. Sometimes it's depressional stuff. Sometimes it's party stuff. So you're just making, if I take a kid, I'm in the Bronx right now, if I take a kid off the street right now, he's going to rap about having a mansion, having a Bugatti. This guy ain't got $2 in his pocket. But can you hold a person accountable for that in a court of law? And I do believe that the prosecutors and the judges know that this is unfair as well. And so we're just standing up in general. Not just this case specifically, but for all cases like this in America.
And there have been other cases where this has been brought up and litigated. But, Fat Joe, what do you think people don't understand about rap in particular as an art form? For people who see the lyrics and think that they're very specific, that they might talk about violence, you know, what do you think they are not understanding about this art form?
Yeah, Travis Scott says rap music is being litigated and the culture is being weaponized through this.
You know, we've branded ourselves as so-called keeping it real. So some people think we really keep it so real that the stuff we rap about is actually our real life. Somebody who has kept it real his whole career, Fat Joe, has admitted it publicly that most of my music comes from my imagination. Creativity. This is just a fact. And it's unfair to see somebody that go to trial and they use these lyrics against them.
Stop right there. He said his lyrics come from his imagination. Do we give him a pass or do we continue to kick his back? Or is he trying to make a political pivot? I can see him trying to make a pivot. If you remember, a couple years ago, he sat down with Kamala Harris, and he was talking about, the legalization of cannabis and all sorts of jazz. So he's a grifter in a sense. But do we give him a pass for admitting again that he's a liar? Or do we kick his back? It's up to you.
Well, we know that they made it up. So I don't know the gentleman personally, but I do know that there's no way those lyrics are. No one's going to say I robbed the bank at 8:52 and robbed the bank at 8:52, and it just doesn't work that way. And it's a shame that this man might lose his life behind these lyrics.
And by comparison, you don't necessarily see that done with rock music. You don't see it done with other genres that can be just as inflammatory. But to your point, Fat Joe, this is creative expression and pop culture.
We see Martin Scorsese and we love him to death, and we say he's so incredible and his imagination and Goodfellas and The Godfather, and and then when it comes to us, we got to stick to the script and be charged in a court of law based on the lyrics in the song, which is it's a crime in itself.
Well, Fat Joe, we appreciate your time, and clearly the rap community is coming together to try to fight this case. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, Fat Joe. Cap Master. I've always called him Cap Master. Phone lines open right now. Rockefeller versus Terror Squad. As I said, they used to get a lot of favoritism. What I remember on Hot 97 from not just the radio hosts, but the DJs, huh? Say what you want about Dame Dash, but Dame stood up for all of those artists from Rockefeller. Anybody want to call in and chime in about that? And even my homie, Funkmaster Flex, was going at Jay-Z and Dame Dash. So they were really fighting a war. Not just about a war, right? Phone lines are open. Thank you for your early support via Cash App. Alfonso, good to hear from you, sir. Okay, he's talking about the co-founder of the boycott. She looks like she got on blackface. Yeah, the lipstick was crazy. Alfonso also says Fat Joe's a Russian. Okay. Who's his name? All right, J.R. Cigar, sit tight. I see you in the queue, sir. J.R. Cigar, hold on. Get back to my notes here. We got a lot to go over tonight. Hey, guys, you want to hear something that at first I thought 50 was back. I said, whoa! But this is AI. I did the research. But just go left for a second. I'm going to edit this out. I don't deal with the copyright issue.
The time has arrived. The college football playoffs set to get underway as 12 teams begin that long battle on the road to the national championship. Welcome to Norfolk, Virginia, and SB Ballard Stadium, the home field of the Old Dominion Monarchs. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Florida Gators, taking on last season's national champions, the Old Dominion Monarchs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Hermstreet. The playoff is here, and let's not wait any longer. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team gets him down. Not much gained on that return. Monarchs offense comes on the field first today. And the reason why this is one of the games of the week is you got a receiving core that's just been lighting people up. So hard to stop collectively. But they're running into an elite defense that's filled with confidence too, Kirk.
Yeah, Chris, I'm going to turn it around a little bit and talk about, I think, the offensive line. We know what the receivers can do. Will the quarterback have enough time against this defense to be able to make the throws where he can try to expose the secondary? That's the real challenge. Can you protect the quarterback to give these receivers a chance to make plays?
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He will clear the 25. He stopped him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
Chris, what a way to start this game. All this hype and build up of the playoff game. Offensive line says, hey, put it on our back. We'll be able to get things going. And if you can keep running the football like this, man, does it open up the entire playbook.
And he will be stuffed for no gain. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Well, big decision coming up now for this offense. I think they thought they might get this first down, but now 4th and 1. Offensive coordinator and head coach talking about it. Are you going to go for it?
Goes out to stiff arm. They make the stop, but he's in enemy territory now. First down to the 45. And the Monarchs looking to keep this drive rolling.
Gutsy call here by this offense. Early in this game, when they 4th down, they decide to go for it, and they come up with the first down to be able to move the sticks and keep this drive alive. The gutsy call pays off for the offense.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. He's going to run it with the option. He'll pitch it. Tackle made, but it's enough for the first down. A well-executed option play. The Monarchs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And there's the handoff. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down at the 17.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now 2nd and 11. Saka with a strong tackle there. Early drama here in this playoff game. It's a 4-point play. They try to convert on 3rd down in the red zone. Receiver makes the grab, and the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. No surprise, offense going for it on 4th down. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. Caught for the completion. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. So Florida's offense gets their first crack now. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team. Appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Running out of time in the pocket. And this winds up a safety.
That's how you get a game started by this defense. What a way to score here early. We'll just have to see if these 2 points make much of a difference if this game ends up coming down to the wire.
Old Dominion's offense retakes the field. And the running back takes the handoff. He's got the first and still going. Uses the stiff arm and gets past the marker before being taken down.
Look, I realize on any play call when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan better are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. The gain makes it 2nd and medium. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Tackle, but first down. Quarterback now all alone in the backfield. Dropping back, it's Smith. Snags a good throw. They bring him down after a short gain there.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
Keeping it on the ground here. Going toward the end zone. No stopping him in that one. Touchdown, Monarchs.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking down.
And the Florida offense retakes the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last time out there, they surrendered a safety. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Montgomery. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. This one is dropped. No one around him. He couldn't make the catch. Incomplete. The Gators will line up to punt it away. And that sets up a return. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Old Dominion offense is back out on the field now. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. The offense with 3 tight ends now on 1st down, trying to create a mismatch. He breaks free. 1st down and more. He's still running. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, this running back is fun to watch, isn't he, Chris? After that run, he's now over the century mark on the day. What an afternoon he's enjoying.
On 1st down, why not keep it on the ground? And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field, it's Smith. Pass caught. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And they do pick up 1st down yardage. Set up now at the 44.
What a huge 3rd down conversion here for this offense. Nice job of being able to give the quarterback enough time. He finds the matchup that he wants, gets it to his man, and he does the rest.
They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Boy, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
The player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout or they check him out.
We don't get. Give me up a piece. Yeah.
This is the 6th play on the drive. They'll hand it off. Fights through the tackle. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Big moment here in this playoff game. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down. And it's Old Dominion in front now. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the 2nd? So here we go, 1st play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down.
Get set, get set.
Here's a carry for the fullback. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Man, that is a good chunk of yardage picked up by the big guy. Sometimes you don't need a whole lot of space created for a fullback. He can simply make his own way.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here. And the Monarchs hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards.
Delay of game. Offense.
Quarterback lost track of the play clock, and that'll cost the offense 5. The Monarchs with 1st and 10 here. And the single back takes the handoff. They test the middle but gets stuffed. That one goes nowhere.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up on this 1st and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. A nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Risky throw here on 2nd down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on 3rd down coming up.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. On 3rd and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The coach is not feeling the field goal attempt. They're going for it on 4th and goal here. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. He's running out of time here. Contact as he let the ball go. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Old Dominion. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
Let's go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he runs it in there to extend the lead. Now it's a 3-score game.
Well, that's when you know an offensive coordinator has confidence in his running game. 2-point conversion, no problem. Rely on the back and his vision with that great blocking up front to get you the 2 points.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. They stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Gators offense retakes the field. We're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Single back, takes the handoff. First down, looking for more now. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Gators, as they fight back here in this playoff game.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
Ready, fight. Lasso.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
On the play. Second down coming up.
Showtime today, baby. Some strong run defense there makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 25. Back to throw. It's Smith. Caught quickly. A crucial 8-yard gain sets up a makeable 3rd and 2.
That's an easy completion for the quarterback, finding his receiver just dragging underneath coverage.
They'll try to run for the first down. Breaks loose at the 45. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. He's got a receiver wide open here. They finally get him down, but it's a chunk play through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They test the middle there, but get nothing. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. Handoff heading left. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that 1st down marker. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. They need a yard here on 4th down to keep this drive alive. They feed the fullback this time. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. Right, so it's 1st and 10 back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Here's the 2nd down play. And the same runner's got it again. Fights off a defender. Gets the first and still running. He's in the clear. Across midfield. Out past the 30. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Florida. A tough run all the way to the end zone. What determination.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the 2nd quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Dropping back, it's Smith. Catch made on the right side. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want...
Looking for a man deep down the left side. And is intercepted. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. He'll set the offense up at the 31.
Well, throwing in the rain can be very problematic, but an impressive job by its defensive back to come down with this pick regardless.
So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Let's it fly to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Love to see an aggressive mindset following sudden change. The quick strike here. The defense barely has a chance to even get set up and get established before they have to deal with a big shot taken over their head.
Eludes a tackle. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction. And a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays. And this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
So second down after the incompletion. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Pressure is coming. They'll avoid the big hit with the slide. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pocket breaking down. The scramble doesn't get there. That's going to bring up fourth down. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. And now the defense will call a timeout before this field goal attempt, trying to get inside the kicker's head. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And he's made it from 50 yards out, showing off the deep range. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a first half of football. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. Two workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
And the Monarchs will kick it away to get us going in the second half. Return starts from inside the 5. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the third quarter going. Offense showing a bunch formation now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's looking to make a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He pulls in the catch. And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage. And they pick up the first down as the fullback becomes involved as a playmaker, a guy we usually see throwing blocks.
Yeah, this guy actually played running back in high school. He got a little bit bigger. They moved him to fullback. You can see the athletic ability that still displays. And you're right, he's a physical guy, known for his blocking. But with that background, you can see the damage he can do to a defense.
Here's the option play. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Boy, they go with the quarterback option here, and the play just didn't seem to feel like it had much of a chance. The execution just off. You got to... that or pitch it. He was a little bit hesitant and allowed the defense to get to him.
Important 2nd down play coming up. He's looking to throw. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's the fullback making the catch. That was not a big concern for this defense when they built the game plan, but maybe they have to shift the focus.
Yeah, they have to, because this guy's athletic enough to be able to make that catch. This guy pounds those shoulders in to make blocks play after play. I think it's very nice to be able to see him finally show what he can do.
Deep shot to the left side. And it's caught outside the 10 and still going. Touchdown, Gators, to put them on top now.
That's taking advantage of a matchup there, Chris, by the quarterback finding his receiver. He puts the ball up in the air where he can make a play on it, and they come up with that touchdown.
He manages the footing, and the extra point is up and good.
That makes the score Florida 24, Oakland 17.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Monarchs offense is back out on the field now. Running the football. And he's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
Brings up 2nd down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking downfield, it's Smith. He lets it go on the move. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down. The offense really clicking against this battle defense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That ball snagged for a completion. And they bring him down, but not before he reaches the 38. First down from there.
How about this, Chris? When was the last time we could talk about this happening? A throw to a fullback to pick up the first down. The defense completely forgot about it.
The Monarchs lining up here on 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They'll try to run it with the fullback. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, this offense has really been moving the ball at will on this drive, and a nice job here on this defense to finally come up and make a nice play for no gain.
That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings out 4th down now. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. This time a completion. They pick up the first down, tackled at the 25.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver, and the ball comes out that fast to put so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
Dropping back, it's Smith. Finds an open target on the left side. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
It's a small gain by the fullback, but nice to see him and his hands make a play.
Second down after that previous play. Back to throw again. Makes a quick grab. They bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, on the completion. And the Monarchs come to the line with 1st and goal. And now a carry here for the fullback. And the fullback going nowhere. In fact, they stop him for a loss. Might have thought they could catch the defense off guard by running the fullback there, but they were all over it.
Yeah, that's a great job by this defense of just showing their instincts and awareness here. Like you said, not being fooled at all. They slip it to the fullback, and he doesn't get any yards at all. In fact, he goes backwards. Good job by the D.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 8. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. He escapes the pocket. Touchdown, Monarchs! The quarterback takes it in himself. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking for a gap. It's Pringle. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. The guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
So 2nd and 10 here as they try to stay out of 3rd and long here in this tie game in the 3rd quarter. Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking deep down the left side. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. Tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And the returner will be brought down. Old Dominion's offense retakes the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin at their own 45-yard line. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Back to pass. It's Smith. The pass rush closing in. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Chris, I don't know, man. I think he gets across the middle. He starts thinking about those linebackers and safeties. Got a little bit nervous, lost his concentration, and drops the ball.
Hands off to the fullback. He's found some room at the 45. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
Let's face it, we all want a team full of guys that can just make big plays and get first downs and touchdowns. But you know what? You got to have a big man. You can just turn it to him and hand him the ball, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Give it to the big fullback here. Picks up the first, looking for more. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down at the 17.
Watching this guy run makes me think of a famous old coach once said, any player on my team, I want him to be agile, mobile, and definitely hostile.
We reach the end of 3 in this playoff game. Deadlock, a classic on our hands as we stop to check the game summary so far. Heading to the 4th quarter, who can step up and make a crucial play in this pursuit of a national championship? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Back to pass. It's Smith. On the move now. Wants some time, now lets it go. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They finally corral him at the 1. First and goal. The offense with an opportunity for a go-ahead score here in the final minutes. The big fullback's got it here. And the running play gets stopped. They're going to mark him right at the 1. Okay, now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. and they take the lead. And the Old Dominion offense is back out on the field now. And the fullback gets in on the action with the carry. Has the first down and more. Out of bounds after another huge chunk on the ground. What a job by this offensive line today. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense has moved inside the opponent's 40. And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. Now it's second down here. Looking to throw. It's Smith. Moves out of the pocket. Escapes the pocket. To the 25. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, finally, there it is. I mean, we've been talking all game about this guy and his speed, and it's about time his best run of the game. And as we head down the stretch, he's going to have to keep that in mind, that when everyone's covered, take off and use his legs and make big plays like this.
The Monarchs have 1st and 10 here. Grinding away on the ground. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Offense getting set. It's second down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Well, that time they're able to work the slot across the field on the drag. Precise route and a good throw.
High completion sets up an important third down play. Takes the ball and heads to the left. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Rolling the dice a bit, up one possession and going for it on 4th down. Ball handed off. He didn't make it. Stopped short. That is a crucial turnover on downs here in this tight football game. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Florida offense retakes the field. This playoff game and keeping those championship dreams alive might come down to this possession. Can they produce some points? That's caught. It's Montgomery. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the handoff. That one moves the ball to the 16.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Defense stuffs it right there. No gain. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's the right call here by the offensive coordinator. Keep it simple. Just go right behind your line, but no push at all. The defense completely stops him there at the line of scrimmage.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. Here we go. Down one score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Crucial play here. They go to the air. Short pass finds the tight end. Brought down to the 23. Good enough for a first down.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
The sure hands. It's Montgomery. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Drops back. Looking to throw for it on third down. Looking for a late deep shot. And it's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. It's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope
it's complete. That's enough for a first down. They've got it, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going. Comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? And looking to throw now on first down. Grab down the middle. It's Montgomery. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? We'll try the ground game here with the running back. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss of the play. It comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Can't get it away. The defense has got away. Huge stop at this stage of the game. Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. This could be the game here. Bringing pressure. Looking for a late deep throw. Makes the catch inside the 10-yard line.
What the fuck was that?
It'll be first and goal right there.
Chris, this is a great example of the awareness for both sides of the ball. The offense knowing where the first down marker is on fourth and long, and they're able to get to it. But the defense also has to know. They got to prevent the receiver from getting to the marker, and they're unable to do it here.
Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. So here it is, a pressure moment. The field goal team on the field, a lot riding on this kick. And it comes down to this, a chance to put his team in the final stages of this one.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal puts them in front, they get ready to kick off here, just needing to avoid a big kick return. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. To the air, it's Smith. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. This one is dropped and incomplete as time runs out to end the ball game. In these playoff games, it's win or go home. So one side can continue to dream about the national championship. The other side suddenly, Kirk, their season is over. But it's been a good ride.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. You know, it's easy to focus on the team that advances, and they should be happy, obviously. They had a great year. They're going to continue to go on. But the team that comes up a little bit short, you know, you can see the emotion down in the field right now. They put so much into this year. Hopefully they'll be able to learn from this and come back even stronger next year.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.